Hello and welcome to Race 10 here in Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, and the championship is heating up. But first we have qualifying, and here is Jack's fastest lap in qualifying as we come across the start finish line to start the lap. Coming up towards turn 1 and 2. The start line is not where it used to be. It's now just before Abbey, and now coming through turn 3 and through the loop of turn 4 before we start coming down the Wellington Straight. And we've got a car in front of us as we come through turn 5 then, and down onto the Wellington Straight. Then the first sector point coming up, the DRS is open. Flat out then, 7th gear, 190 miles an hour, braking down in towards turn 6 and now through Luffield of turn 7. Before you get on the power, use as much curb as you can get away with. We've got a spinner, and it's a Toro Rosso, that's Dubsy. Dubsy has spun the car out of Luffield. Jack then tries to put that out of his mind as he comes up towards Copse Corner, turn 9. Flat through there, cutting a little bit of grass, using some curb on the exit. That was very good. Now up towards turns 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, Beckett's and Maggots. And through there well, he's just touching the grass on the exit, but he's got away with it. Using the remainder of his curves, DRS again then, down the back straight, down towards turn 15. Through Stowe. Again, very neat and tidy in there. Now up towards turn 16 and 17. The finals again, locked his left front wheel. He's missed the apex and is a little bit out of shape. He's lost some time through there. How is his lap? His lap is good enough for pole position at the moment. So that was Jack's best lap in qualifying, but it was only good enough for third. Damaso beat him into second. Silent then, less than 1/10 of a second away. But Dubsy got pole position by 7/10 of a second. He recovered from that spin that we saw, and that puts him in pole position. So Jack has a 17-point lead over Silent. Daniel is the next contender since Visual Tips is no longer racing, and he is a further 34 points behind. Dubsy is only 1 point behind that. So if Dubsy wins today, he will go ahead of Daniel in the championship. And in the constructors, Ferrari are 39 points ahead of Williams. And now here we are for the start. We're on board with Silent. And we are away in Silverstone. We are away in the British Grand Prix. Silent has had a good start. Damaso has not had a good start. Jack takes second place. Silent trying to go around the outside of Damaso. They touch. Silent's on the grass. They touch again. Silent's in a spin in front of the field. Silent is in a spin in front of the field. He's now in last place but one. So second and fourth on the grid. Damaso and Silent now 12th and 11th. That is not what Silent wanted. However, Jack, his championship rival, is into second place, chasing Dubsy down. And now Northern Thunder has just been overtaken. And now we're on board with Jack. Dubsy's got a little bit wide. Jack is closing. Jack trying to take the lead from Dubsy. They're going to be side by side, are they? Jack with superior straight line speed. He's going to come alongside Dubsy up towards Copse Corner. Can Jack take the lead? The side by side through Copse. Dubsy hangs on to it. And Silent then watching the Lotuses battle it out. Northern Thunder now has got back past Buddy Lee into 8th place. Buddy Lee in 9th. And now, as well as Mateus now. So, he's past Northern Thunder. So Northern Thunder down to 11th. Silent past Northern Thunder. Now Buddy Lee and Mateus is now on his outside. And Silent will go past him. Although Mateus looks like he's coming back at him. Now back to the front. And Jack is approaching Dubsy once again. But he's put a wheel on the grass. He's put a wheel on the grass and he's in the gravel trap. He's got to go across the gravel trap. He's going to rejoin the track. KJW. Mikey goes past him. His teammate Daniel goes past him. He's down to 5th. And that might just... Turk's going to go past him. Turk goes past him for 5th. Jack down to 6th. So not a good first lap for either of the championship contenders. And now on board with Silent again. And Mateus managed to hang on to it with their superior straight line speed down the Hangar Straight. Now through turn 3 and 4. The DRS not yet active. Not active until lap 3, remember. Now coming up towards turn 5. And now down the Wellington Straight. Can Silent have a go at Mateus? No, he cannot. So now Silent is still chasing Mateus, and Mateus has gone off now. This is lap 3. He's been stuck behind him for a whole lap. but now he has managed to get past Bates, and now we can get after Bernardo. And Bernardo, oh, there's a bit of lag there. I thought he was going to go off, but it was a bit of lag. And now Jack following Turk down the Wellington Straight with the DRS. Now it is lap 3. It is now active. Can he have a go at Turk? He's going to go right around the outside. They're so close to touching, but Jack makes it stick, pushes him a little bit out wide. Silence now on the outside of Bernardo in that same corner, which gives him the inside for Luffield. And now Turk has been pushed out by Jack. That's dropped him back a little bit. And now Silent cannot capitalise. Bernardo then looking to go down the inside of Turk. Bernardo with massive straight line speed. Turk pushed out again. The two of them come together. Damaso's behind. They come together again. Turk is now hitting. So everybody's hitting Silent. He is still facing the right way this time though. Bernardo 6th. Turk 7th, albeit he's off the track again. Silent in 8th with Damaso in 9th. Turk Paul then off of the end of those section of corners, and now Silent's going to take Turk for 7th place, and Damaso looking to follow him through as well. Can Damaso follow Silent past Turk? It doesn't look like it. Turk still trying to come up the inside. Silent gives him room on the outside. And Damaso now is the one fighting Turk for 8th place. Silent looks like he's got the position. On board with Silent then on lap 4, he's now chasing Bernardo down. And the thing is that Bernardo with great straight line speed, he's probably not so good in the corners, and Silent has just taken full advantage of that, and he is through to 6th place and has the DRS as well, who's behind at the detection point. And now the championship contenders, Jack and Silent, are now 5th and 6th, even though they started 2nd and 4th. Jack now chasing KJW down for 4th place. Now, can he have a go down the Wellington Straight with the DRS? Is he going to need the DRS? He's got very close to him there as he follows him through turn 4 and 5. You can see Mikey and Dan ahead in 2nd and 3rd, but he's not focusing on them at the moment. He's focusing on KJW. He has the DRS. He's coming down the inside. KJW chose not to protect the inside. A little bit of a lock up there, but Jack manages to take 4th place away from KJW and is now going to be chasing his teammate and Mikey for 2nd and 3rd. Remember the constructors then, Mikey is the highest placed Williams ahead of both Ferraris. That is important for the constructors, but for now Jack is only thinking about himself, and he needs to get back up this field so that he can get as many points as possible, given that Silent has not had the best start to this race. And now as he goes through Beckett's and Maggots, you can see there down in the distance, he can't seem to get very close to him at the moment. He doesn't have the DRS. Where is KJW behind him? He's now coming up towards Stowe Corner, towards the end of this lap now. Through the final few corners, a little bit on the grass on the inside, and the Ferrari mechanics are out, and it's for Jack. Jack is coming into the pits for his first pit stop. Jack is in the pits. Now, because this pit lane cuts off the final 3 corners pretty much, the pit lane speed limit is reduced to a mere 37 miles an hour, which I believe is 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. That is not very much at all. 50 kilometers an hour, I believe. And now as he leaves the pit, Silent is in as well. So both Jack and Silent in the pits, and now the Lotuses have gone through. Jack down to 9th, Silent in 10th place. Jack now coming down the pit straight. Daniel and a couple of other cars, including KJW, are in the pits. Mikey has already been in and has got out ahead, but Jack has managed to undercut both Daniel and KJW. So he is now in a net 3rd place. And now you can see Mikey in the distance. He's attacking somebody. I can't quite tell who it is. I think it is a Lotus, but I'm not totally sure. Whoever it is, Mikey has the DRS. He's going down the outside, and it's Northern Thunder it is who he's attacking. Goes right around the outside. Very nice move there by Mikey. And Jack now closing in as well on the back of the Lotus. And he's got out of shape, and he's managed to correct it. The back end stepped out on him, and that's dropped him back a little bit from the Lotus. Can he catch that back up as we now come through Cops Corner and now up towards Beckett's and Maggots? And can he get a run on Northern Thunder? I don't think he's close enough for the DRS, but of course Northern Thunder hasn't stopped yet. Jack has much superior tyres at the moment. And he does have the DRS, and he has the run, and he's now got the position. Jack takes 5th position from Northern Thunder. It looks a little bit easier than what Mikey made it look when he had to go around the outside. Northern Thunder chose not to defend that, and now Jack takes that 5th position. And Northern Thunder still not coming in the pits. Then he is on a different strategy, I believe, as we now come through to start lap 11. And there are another couple of cars in the pits. Oh, that could be why Northern Thunder didn't pit, because Buddy Lee did. He is now in 4th. On board with Silent now on lap 13, chasing Northern Thunder down in the Lotus, going through Cops Corner. I still don't think Northern Thunder has pitted yet, but either way, Silent's got the run on him. He's going to have the DRS down the back straight, down the hangar straight, and now through the Maggots and Beckett section. Northern Thunder's run a little bit wide. He's on the grass. Silent takes full advantage, uses the DRS, and manages to get past him. But however, he was not able to get the undercut on KJW and Daniel in the Ferrari like Jack did. So Jack now is a few more cars ahead. So what Silent couldn't do in the pit stops, he's trying to do on the track. And now he's got to try and pass KJW. And he's going to have a go as he in towards Maggots and Beckett's. They're side by side, but Silent thinks better of it. He's going to get the DRS. He cuts the corner a little bit, but not giving any kind of warning for it. Now onto the hangar straight. Can Silent have a go with the DRS? KJW trying to stop the toe, but now Silent has the slipstream. Now KJW goes defensive. Silent trying to go right round the outside of him. KJW's got the inside line, but can do nothing. Silent on the charge up the field. Silent takes 5th place from the Red Bull, and now we can go after the Ferrari of Daniel for 4th. Lap 20 then, and the person who is 2nd in the championship, Silent, in the Williams, cannot shake off the Red Bull of KJW. KJW is all over him, and he's going to have a go as he up the inside, even before the DRS zone. Silent with the outside line has more momentum off of the corner, and is able to pull away, but KJW will have the DRS. And now, can he have a go down the Wellington straight? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to, but Silent's run a little bit wide. Has KJW got a run? It doesn't look like it. Jack now comes in for his 2nd stop. His tyres have gone longer than most others because he pitted earlier than most others. He is in from 3rd place. Mikey is in 2nd. Daniel, his teammate, is behind him, and I don't think he's going to be able to undercut Mikey in this pit stop. If Mikey's smart enough to be able to come in the lap after, there are lots of mechanics in the pit lane, including Williams. So Silent, it looks like he's coming in as well. Oh, Daniel's in as well. So the 2 Ferraris have pitted together. They're double stacking a Ferrari.
Can you tell how far they are behind?
What?
How far they behind? Can you tell?
So it seems then that Silent did not come in, so the Williams mechanics were out there, but nobody came in. As now, we come towards that one, and Jack is off! Jack in the gravel in the wall! He spearheaded the wall at turn 1! He's lost a piece of his front wing! And now he's got to crawl out of the gravel trap and get back on the circuit. He's still in 4th. No, he's not! No, he's not! Daniel goes past him. Damaso goes past him. He's down to 6th place, and that is not good for Jack's race. A loss of a piece of his front wing. His tyres must be absolutely ruined after that. He's got a lot of gravel on it. Silent now coming in the pits at the end of lap 30. So he's managed to drag out this stint for I think it's 23 laps. Since lap 7 he came in for his first stop, and now the end of lap 30 for his 2nd one. So this could be his 2nd and only stop. And meanwhile, Jack's going to go past the Williams despite him going off the road without a piece of his front wing. Yeah, you can see he's lost some downforce. He's not getting the grip that he wants. But now he's attacking Damaso. This is lap 31. KJW is now behind him in 6th place. Silent is behind him in 7th, I believe. Damaso's run a little bit wide. Jack cutting the corner. Jack's got to run on Damaso. He's looking to take that 4th place away. But Damaso's fighting him for it. Damaso is fighting for it. There's lots of lag there. Jack trying to come in the inside. He's left Damaso a little bit of room, but he needn't have, because Damaso has fallen back a little bit, and Jack has got that 4th place, and now Mikey is ahead of him in 3rd. Jack now coming in at the end of lap 32 for another pit stop, so he hasn't been on those prime tyres for very long. I wonder what the reason is. I think he just wants to change that front wing. Damaso is in behind him, so Damaso in the pits behind him, and now Jack in the pits. What are they going to put on his car in terms of tyres? I think it's the option tyres. Yes, they are. So he will have to pit again. There is no way he's going to get 20 laps out of them. So he is going to have to pit again. And Damaso's out in front. The change of front wing has cost him. Damaso out in front. And now Jack is down in 7th place, where it looks like he's going to rejoin.
We need you to be lapping in the low 1:32 range to have any chance of catching the car ahead.
So Jack now on lap 42 is coming in for what is going to be his last stop. So he did have to split the last 20 laps into 2, 10 laps on the options, and then it looks like it's going to be another 10 laps on the options. KJW is going to go past him again, so he's going to rejoin in 7th, and this has really not been the best of races for the World Championship leader. It looks like Silent is going to make up points on him. Silent has made lots of progress through the field in the middle of this Grand Prix, but now with 5 laps to go, it's the 2 Ferraris again. Here we go again. Business is resumed then, albeit only for 6th place in this race. Ferrari have had a real tough time of it here in Silverstone, but Jack with the DRS on his teammate and world champion Daniel. What can Daniel do to defend? He's not going to defend the inside. He's going to try it over the outside, and a massive cut across the front of Jack's car. Jack had to get out of that one. And now Jack's on the marbles, and he's touched the gravel again. He's now allowed Daniel to get away. That could be the end of the battle, a little premature, but I think Daniel now should be able to hang on to that 6th place. Silent now on the last lap. You can see from the graphic on the right hand side, his front left is really in trouble, but he's miles ahead. Sorry, he's miles behind 2nd place Mikey, and it seems that he's got a decent enough gap over Damaso. But Dubsy has had a very quiet race at the front. He's done what he needed to do. He goes up to 3rd in the championship, ahead of Daniel, and he's overtaken his teammate Visual Temps up to 3rd. And now Silent will be coming through in 3rd in the race, but to close the gap on the championship. And it seems then that while Williams are getting 2nd and 3rd, Ferrari are down in 6th and 7th, and that is not good for them at all. And well, Mikey's crossed the line in 2nd. It looks like Silent's going to cross the line in 3rd, and across the line, there it is. Silent takes 3rd place, and now on board with Jack. And is this Daniel ahead of us? No, it's a lap car. Yeah, it's Northern Thunder in the Lotus. Jack is nowhere near able to attack his teammate towards the end of this race. It's been a poor race. I think ever since the crash at the midpoint, Jack has really struggled to get back into the race, but he's going to come home in 7th at some points at least. He is still leading the championship after all. So there it is then. Dubsy wins by 37 seconds from Mikey, who also had a relatively quiet race and drove well to 2nd place. Silent and Damaso, they came together. They were last and 2nd last, and they came home 3rd and 4th. So Silent cuts the gap to 8 points to his to the championship leader Jack. Dubsy moves to 33 points behind now. Daniel overtakes Visual Temps as well, and in the constructors, Ferrari have the gap slashed by Williams down to just 20 points now, 251 to 231.